Now, before you raise your eyebrows and say, did they just diss Disney? Let's make something clear. Disney movies are magical. They've been part of our childhoods, given us iconic characters, and their catchy tunes are basically a rite of passage. But a Ghibli film is a different kind of magic, captivating all from curious kids to discerning adults. Founded in 1985 by visionary directors Hayao Miyazaki, Isao Takahata, along with producer Toshio Suzuki, Studio Ghibli enjoys a formidable box office without compromising its artistic integrity. Quickly then, let's delve into the awe-inspiring world of Ghibli to celebrate its ingenuity. Animation in the West is often misunderstood as a medium solely aimed for kids. From its very first animated feature, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Disney has dominated the market for kids' entertainment. However, the studio's films rarely deviate from their romantic ideals and fairy tale happily ever afters. While Ghibli's fantastical adventures do cater to a much younger audience, its movies handle complex themes and visual motifs. From environmentalism and social justice to female empowerment and spiritual values, the core themes of Ghibli enhance its universality. Talk about the gorgeously animated My Neighbor Totoro. Remember Satsuki and Mei's adventures with the giant, cuddly forest spirit? Now, how profoundly does that film explore the joys, despair, and resilience in children? Or take the swashbuckling adventures of a humanoid pig who also condemns fascism. There are so many layers to a Ghibli anime. Historically, Disney characters like Snow White and Cinderella were more passive, often waiting for a prince to rescue them. But modern Disney movies depict women like Moana and Elsa as strong, independent, and capable of forging their own paths. They pursue their dreams, which may not include marrying a prince. Ghibli films, on the other hand, have always been known for their strong, independent-minded female characters. Kiki, Taiko, Chihiro, and Sophie grew stronger through their adventures. They show remarkable maturity, empathy, and agency throughout their journeys. Nausicaa, Mononoke, and Kaguya aren't Ghibli princesses confined to pink palaces, crooning love songs, or pining for their knights in shining armors. They radiate perseverance, kindness, and intellect while striving to defy social and cultural norms. Let's keep in mind that Studio Ghibli, the benevolent dream factory, always creates multi-dimensional individuals with flaws. Even Ghibli antagonists like Lady Eboshi or Witch Yubaba are well-developed, morally ambiguous characters. Disney and Studio Ghibli movies have discernibly different visual styles. While Disney represents the predominantly CGI style of Western animation, Ghibli largely follows the tradition of hand-drawn anime. Of course, they both look beautiful. Princess Mononoke's majestic forest spirit is as splendid as Te Fiti with her restored hearts in Moana. However, Ghibli's visuals are more nuanced and immersive. The detail and passion that goes into world-building compel us to fully embrace its whimsical yet grounded world. Be it the tranquil countryside in Only Yesterday, the way Kiki flies on her broom, or the depiction of Japanese city life in Whisper of the Heart. And while we're at it, we can't not talk about food in Studio Ghibli. Whether it's the sumptuous buffet in Spirited Away, the egg and bacon breakfast in Howl's Moving Castle, the comforting pumpkin pie in Kiki's Delivery Service, the delightful bento boxes in Totoro, the simply yet tantalizing bowl of ramen in Ponyo, Ghibli films turn even the most mundane dish into a work of art. Disney animations unfold in fairylands where magic serves as the crucial MacGuffin. From the poisoned apple in Snow White, flying lanterns in Tangled, to Mushu in Mulan and Ariel in The Little Mermaid, the magical totems and creatures of Disney are frequently borrowed from diverse sources such as the Bible, Chinese culture, Greek mythology, Arabian folklore, and Celtic traditions. However, these portrayals often lack their original cultural context, leading to criticism that Disney engages in oversimplified or caricatured depictions. On the other hand, the magical elements in Studio Ghibli are firmly rooted in the culture of the East. Its films deeply carry the ancient cultural belief that beauty and magic are found in everything that's alive in our natural world. Kodama and Dear God in Princess Mononoke, Tanuki in Pom Pom, Catbus in Totoro, No Face in Spirited Away, these folkloric deities and paranormal entities are more than just a MacGuffin in a Ghibli film. And unlike Disney films, even magic in Ghibli avoids easy moral simplifications. Although Disney has lately made strides in championing gender equality and racial inclusivity, it cannot entirely shake off its historical legacy of perpetuating harmful stereotypes. The crows in Dumbo, the indigenous people in Peter Pan, the negative characters in Aladdin, and so on. The studio has also come a long way to make socially aware films like Zootopia and Ralph Breaks the Internet. Ghibli, on the other hand, has been forward-thinking since its inception. Their films consistently delve into complex societal, cultural, and political dialogues. Under the veneer of fantasy in Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind lies a potent commentary on environmental sustainability and pacifism. My Neighbor Totoro subtly yet powerfully illustrates the therapeutic influence of nature. Princess Mononoke holds a mirror to our current climate change-related issues. Grave of the Fireflies devastates us with its portrayal of suffering and trauma during war.
Why do fireflies have to die?
Ocean pollution in Ponyo, habitat destruction in Pompoko, cross-cultural friendship in Secret of Arrietty, transgenerational trauma in When Marnie Was There, Ghibli films consistently tackle pressing concerns of the modern world. Beyond the dazzling animation, what makes Disney movies particularly enchanting are their iconic songs. Be it the Whistle While You Work in Snow White, the upbeat Hakuna Matata in Lion King, or the unforgettable Let It Go in Frozen. In contrast, the musical landscape of Studio Ghibli takes a different approach. Rather than focusing on action-packed sequences, their movies prioritize subtlety and nuance. This allows the music to spotlight the ephemeral beauty of a moment or amplify the universal depth of specific emotions. Joe Hisaishi, the celebrated composer behind many of Miyazaki's Ghibli works, crafts minimalist yet emotionally resonant scores that evoke both a sense of place and emotional texture. The treasured merry-go-round of life from Howl's Moving Castle or the haunting Nausicaa Requiem is like a warm, comforting hug. Hisaishi understands that the power of silence is as essential to the cinematic experience as a poignant musical note. How can we ever forget the immersive soundscape in this bus stop scene from My Neighbor Totoro? The impeccable harmony of the oral and the visual in a Ghibli film is almost therapeutic. Although Disney movies bring their own unique virtues to the table, Studio Ghibli films offer an enduring allure that continually reveals new layers. Each subsequent viewing uncovers fresh nuances. These films engage children without being patronizing and equally captivate adults through their mature themes. With Miyazaki's swan song, The Boy and the Heron, we are on the verge of an era's end for Studio Ghibli. But here's hoping the studio continues to make meaningful movies with the same quality and integrity.